Hi everyone, it's Melissa from the Hugstrap. I'm here today on the 7th day of our 12 Days of Christmas Songs Challenge, and today I'm going to teach you how to play Up on the Housetop. This was written by Benjamin Russell Hanby in 1865, so there's lots of fun references in there that no one will understand now. Like how a kid can get excited by getting hammers and tacks. Who knew? Anyway, before we get started, you're going to want to go to that description box below where you will find a free downloadable PDF tab so you can follow along with me. I will also have the chords in the one of the corners. Whichever one makes sense, you'll figure it out. Anyway, chord-wise, this song is actually not too hard, so you should be able to follow along pretty well if you're only on your phone or your tablet. We're using C, D, D7, G, and G7. So if you have been playing the ukulele for a little while, you should probably already know those chords, and they're not too difficult to fret. Anyway, as far as the strum pattern goes for this, you have a couple of options. I decided to make it a little funkier, but if you're kind of new to this or you're struggling with your rhythm, certainly feel free to do something that's a little easier. I always tell my ukulele students this, that sometimes you try and teach them something that's a little more difficult, but they're not ready for it, and that's okay. So just go to something that you feel comfortable with, so you get used to just, repeating the chords over and over again and getting that transition down, and then you can, once you feel comfortable, you can add back in that more difficult strumming pattern. So the strumming pattern I'm going to use today is a down, down, up, down, down, up. So it's you can hear that I'm putting a lot of emphasis on the first down strum of that pattern. So down, down, up, down, down, up. So, and I'm also, just for a little bit of fun, just again to make it a little funky, I'm doing a little bit of left-handed finger muting where I kind of lift up my fingers a little bit. So when I do, for that first down strum of the down, down, up, I'm adding that finger muting, and then not for the other two parts of the strum. So it'd sound like this. Okay. Just a note, so we're starting with the G chord. And here I'm going to do that down, down, up, down, down, up. But there are certain parts of the song, like for example, in this first verse, I'm going to do the down, down, up, down, down, up. And then when I get to the second part, out jumps good old Santa Claus. I'm just doing down strums. Then I'm going to resume that pattern for the third line. For the fourth line, I go back to just down strums. So I'm kind of mixing and matching here, which I know makes it a little bit more difficult if you're a beginner. And if it's a little too overwhelming, just feel free to just do down up strums until you can get it. But it's just a good lesson that, you don't usually stick to one strum pattern in a song. You improvise and you do what sounds good and makes it more interesting to listen to. Okay, and then the other thing that I want you to pay attention to is that when we get to the chorus and other places where you hear kind of like onomatopoeia or whatever, you go like ho, 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 or click, click, click. Those are always down strums to emphasize those words. All right, so let's start. We're just going to do an intro for, just 8 beats. So we'll do the down, down, up, down, down, up. Okay, let me slow that down just one more time so you can hear what I'm doing. Down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up. And you can watch my left hand, see that I'm lifting up on that first down strum of that pattern. So down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up. Okay, so this is the intro. Start the verse, still on that G. Up on the housetop, reindeer paws. Now just down strums for this line. Out, C, out jumps G, oh good old D, Santa Claus, D7. Don't forget that you can also do an alternative D7, which is just like making a D but lifting up that middle finger in case you have a hard time barring across the fret. All right, so that line again is out jumps good old Santa Claus, back to the G, down through the chimney with lots of toys, all for the little ones' Christmas joys. Okay, so that's the first verse. Now we go to the chorus, and remember what I said about certain onomatopoeia words, how we're going to do just down strums, but then we'll go back to our down, down, up strum pattern. So, ho, 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 who wouldn't go? Ho, 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 who wouldn't go? Up on the housetop, click, 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 down through the chimney with good Saint Nick. So you can hear at the in there. I held on to that G and I just made a little extra down, down, up, down, 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 up, down. All right. Now for the next verse, we go back to the original pattern we were working with. So first comes the stocking of little Nell. Oh dear Santa, fill it well. Give her a dolly that laughs and cries, one that can open and shut its eyes. Now back to the chorus. Ho, 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 who wouldn't go? Ho, 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 who wouldn't go? Up on the housetop, click, 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 down through the chimney with good Saint Nick. So do you hear that, how I'm doing that, like kind of down, down, up, down, down. All right, now we go back to the verse. This is the one that I think is funny because the kid's excited about hammers and tacks. Anyway, look in the stocking of little Bill. Oh, just see what a glorious fill. Here is a hammer and lots of tacks, a whistle and a ball and a whip that cracks. Back to the chorus. Ho, 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 who wouldn't go? Ho, 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 who wouldn't go? Up on the housetop, click, 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 down through the chimney. Now for the last line, we can slow it down a little bit. We go to the D7. Good Saint Nick. Go back to the G, and then G, D, D7, G. So last line again. D7. Good Saint Nick. And that's it. All right, if you have any questions or comments, please put them in the box below. If you have not already liked and subscribed, please do that. It really does help me out. It helps out other viewers like you find videos like this. It also lets me know that the content I'm making is something that you actually are interested in learning, because sometimes they don't do so well and I go, okay, no one wanted to learn that song. That's good information for me to have. As always, if there's something you really do want to learn, please drop me a note in the comment box. And as of today, it is the 7th day of our 12 Days of Christmas Song Challenge. I still have a couple slots left. I have not actually decided on every single one of the songs. So if you get a note into me in like another day or so, I might be able to squeeze it in. All right. Anyway, thank you so much. See you next time.